Hello and welcome back to the Tears Collective. Today we're going to be playing some more World of Tanks. Today we're playing the T29, and as it happens, in the previous video that I featured a T29, I kept calling it Tier 6 Heavy. That's not the case, it's the M6. The T29 is the Tier 7 Heavy. I feel so silly now. Anyways, I'm playing on Pilsen today, which is a Czech map. I've actually been to Pilsen in the Czech Republic. It's a very, very nice place. They have the original Budweiser brewery there, before an American magnate decided to buy the name. But they brew very, very good beer down there. That's where Pilsner Urquell comes from. It's a very, very good brand of beer if anyone's looking for a good Czech beer. Though, to be honest, with this map, I really don't play all that often on it. I spent pretty much the entire countdown, the first 5 seconds, just trying to figure out where the heck I should be going next. And I've only played on this map maybe a total of 10 times or so, and I really haven't learned it very well. So I decided to go a safe route and just head to one side and see what happens. So I headed west, and I spotted a Skoda T29. I really don't have all that much experience with the Czech tanks. I mean, I've got the first... I think I've got the Tier 3 right now, which is nice. It's got a 3-shell autoloader, which is kind of odd, but there you go. And because of all the superstructure in this area, I could not, for the life of me, figure out where this guy was. I was worried because I felt like there was no backup. There's an SU-100Y way in the back, and to be perfectly honest, I'm fairly certain he's too far back to do any actual damage. And the Tiger P is pushing up through the middle of the factories, and he's taking on some people. So I feel like I really should be helping my Tiger friend. So I decided, let's push out, figure out where the heck this guy is. I can take some damage. I put one big shot into him, and I put another one just now right into him. And I got a decent reload on this guy, but he does put a fair amount of damage. I mean, he takes about 400 damage out of me. It's pretty good. For the amount of damage that I did to him. I mean, I took all of his health, but it felt like he got a better deal out of it, taking out a large portion of my HP. So you've got a bunch of people crossing ahead of us, and the Tiger crosses ahead of me. There's a Tiger P from the other team. I put a shot into his turret, but apparently it bounces off the front plate, which, to be fair, was the only part I could really see from my angle. So right here I'm going to be using the Tiger as a little bit of cover. Tiger P runs away and hides. I don't actually have the Tiger P, but it looks like a fun tank to use. The issue is I have to go through one of the mediums that I detest. I tried playing through it, and it was just... I felt like I was never getting anything done, and what I was doing was painful. So this is when I look at the scoreboard and I realize we're losing 6-8. It's kind of ridiculous. The SU-100Y has actually started moving towards the east, towards where most of the other tanks are. I think he's hiding behind one of the buildings. It's at this point where I realized that we just lose 3 tanks in a row, really ridiculously quickly, and I figure, you know what, it's probably best to go back and try and help on cap. There's a T43 hiding behind what looks like a KV-85. I managed to sneak a shot right around the back of that wreck tank. Sometimes this cannon is stupidly accurate. It's just ridiculous. Other times it just cannot hit the broadside of a battleship. It's ridiculous. So there's a KV-3 hiding on this corner here, and frankly, I'm not terribly sure what he is doing because he can't shoot me. He can't shoot the AT-15 next to me, and the Tiger P is right behind it. So I just pop over and put a couple shots into his track wheel, which makes it difficult. It tracks him and makes it difficult for him to move. So we've got a Rudy right up here, and is that 2 Rudies? Yeah, it's 2 Rudies actually, taking out one of our tank destroyers. And the Rudies are very, very quick. And this props to this AT-15 driver, by the way. He has a really, really good game. So this Hellcat's playing a little bit of chicken with me. I put a good shot into his cupola right there, or his turret, should I say? And the Hellcat starts running away. I decide, you know what, this Rudy's it's going to be a pain in the butt. Let's take him out. And on the run, on the movement, should I say, I managed to get him. So I'm chasing down this Hellcat who's trying to cap our base. And he runs away towards the west, and sorry, the east. And I feel like that's probably the best move he could have done, because what else could he do? He's got an AT-15A and a T29 just sitting here waiting. So the Tiger P, my friend that was in the corner there with me, is still alive. AT-15A is being a little bit of a tool, but hey, he had a good game, so I can't complain too much. This is during the 15 times experience weekend with Gamescom 2016, so it's very likely that some of these people really just don't play very often, to be honest. Yeah, the Rudy does make a very good point. There was pretty much 4 tier 6s versus 3 tier 7s. Pretty much all but one of the tier 7s, 2 of the tier 7s, should I say, on my team are still alive, in comparison to 1 tier 6 and 1 tier 5 artillery. It's really, the odds aren't very good, and the T-15 manages to take out the Panther as well. So he's on 6 kills. He's got his top gun. I'm still on 3, and I'm just trying to. I'm worried because that Hellcat's probably spotting me, and I'm figuring this artillery is going to be dropping shells on me because I'm the one on low health. The Tiger has plenty of health. AT has got plenty of health. I'm the one on low health. I'm the easy one, and there the Bishop hits me. He only gets my track, a little bit of splash damage. I don't think he actually took any real damage. So I charge up the side here trying to find this Hellcat, because if he keeps spotting me, that Bishop's just going to keep shooting and just keep shooting and just keep shooting. And it really won't help me at all. The T29, right on, it's got a big flat engine housing, so anything that hits there typically will have a really good chance of penetrating. And there's the Bishop, just standing there waiting for me to chase him. It's ridiculous. I was under the impression he would be pummeling my position from far away, but apparently he decided to push up. So I do another rolling kill, which this gun, I don't understand this gun sometimes, but it seems to be very good at rolling shots, and I had a game earlier that did pretty much the same. So final score, I got 4 kills and the other guy got 7. So let's have a look at the results page. All right, and I got first class mastery badge, which is very nice. I believe I've got ace tanker on this, but don't quote me on that. And somehow I managed to finish the HT7. I've got a covered mission, which is one I've been fighting to get. I managed to get it on the light tank somehow, magically. But in this case, I fully anticipated not ever getting this one, because it's 1,000 damage, and you have to win, and you have to either successfully cap or reset the enemy cap. So apparently when I shot that Hellcat, I reset our cap, and that managed to get me enough to finish the mission. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. First class mastery, I got the fighter, duelist, fire for effect, and bruiser awards. I got 5,800 XP because of the ×5 experience points. Very, very good game, actually, I felt. I came second in the experience earned. I came right behind the AT-15, who did a very good amount. He did about 600 more damage than me, which is a very, very good game. That Tiger P came right behind me, so top 3 tanks really did very, very, very well. The T-43, one of the ones that I killed earlier, he came out top on his team, so, you know, props to him. And that Bishop got 2 kills. That's not bad at all. Fairly good game for me, I would say. And I fired 14 shots, and I hit 12 of them, and I penetrated 11. I feel like the gun in this tank tends to like to ricochet a little more than often than not. But I blocked 600 damage, which is fantastic because I'd have been dead otherwise, because I had about 475 at the end there. And yeah, I managed to get that 1 defense point, which is apparently enough. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you coming by, and I will be putting a lot more World of Tanks and probably some more World of Ships replays up very soon. I've been playing way too much of a Pokemon game lately. More news about that later. You guys have a good day, all right? If you have enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like or subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Thank you very much for watching.